Welcome to the case study series in Human Resource Management by Skilled MBA. In this case, we examine Holcim, a global leader in cement manufacturing, as it undertakes a bold transformation to align with sustainability imperatives. As cement remains one of the world's most consumed industrial products and one of the largest carbon emitters, Holcim's strategic pivot presents vital lessons on ESG integration, innovation, and cross-industry collaboration in high-impact sectors. Through this case, learners will be able to analyze the environmental challenges facing the cement industry, evaluate Holcim's ESG-driven transformation strategy, apply analytical tools, SWOT, PESTLE, Porter's 5 Forces, to assess competitiveness. Examine how innovation and collaboration drive sustainable value creation in industrial operations. Holcim is a global leader in cement and construction materials. With decades of legacy and infrastructure, the company has evolved under pressure to drastically reduce its environmental footprint. By 2023, Holcim has begun re-engineering operations using an integrated ESG strategy, aligning core business practices with sustainable development goals. Sustainability imperatives. Cement's environmental burden demands urgent innovation. ESG integration. Holcim's strategy embeds sustainability across environmental, social, and governance layers. Operational innovation. Adoption of low-carbon technologies, waste reduction, and energy optimization. Industry collaboration. Working with peers, suppliers, and regulators to establish common sustainability benchmarks. Strengths: global market leadership, strong ESG brand positioning, technological capability. Weaknesses: high legacy emissions, capital-intensive transformation. Opportunities: green innovation, market for sustainable building materials, regulatory incentives. Threats: stringent environmental laws, emerging green disruptors, shifting consumer preferences, political, legal, global carbon regulation and emissions mandates, economic, rising costs of raw materials and sustainable tech investments, social, public demand for ethical, climate-conscious practices, technological, new tools for energy efficiency and carbon tracking, environmental, climate change, and resource scarcity pressures. Legal, ESG reporting standards and compliance frameworks. Holcim's environment is shaped by complex global forces driving sustainability. Competitive rivalry, intense, focused on green credentials. New entrants, startups with disruptive eco-technologies. Buyer power, growing demand for certified sustainable materials. Supplier power, raw material suppliers also under ESG pressure. Substitutes, low-carbon building alternatives entering market. Sustainability has redefined competitive dynamics in the cement industry. 40% carbon reduction by 2030 target, $500 million green investment budget, 25% energy efficiency improvement, 100% transparency goal in ESG reporting. These KPIs demonstrate Holcim's quantified commitment to sustainability with regular tracking to ensure accountability. What are the key environmental challenges facing the cement industry? How do these challenges influence Holcim's strategy? Are Holcim's ESG efforts sufficient or symbolic? This discussion encourages critical thinking on how industry realities shape strategic responses. How has Holcim embedded ESG in its core operations? What advantages arise from this strategic integration? How does the firm balance growth with ESG goals? What further actions can enhance long-term impact? This segment examines authenticity versus greenwashing and drives insight into measurable ESG alignment. Which technologies have helped Holcim reduce environmental impact? How do these advances support profitability? What role do partnerships play in accelerating sustainability? What challenges exist in scaling innovations? Here, Students assess how transformation is operationalized, from labs to markets, to which sustainability metrics matter most and why. What role do KPIs play in guiding ESG strategy? How should Holcim choose between impact and efficiency metrics? How can these indicators influence investor and regulator confidence? Students explore how data defines success in sustainability strategy. Option key: advantages, potential drawbacks, accelerate green tech ESG leadership, cost efficiency over time, high upfront cost, expand partnerships, faster adoption, risk sharing, may dilute competitive edge, increase ESG reporting, transparency and trust, risk of exposing weak areas, product diversification, new revenue channels, cannibalizing legacy product lines. Strategic planning involves navigating trade-offs in impact, speed, and stakeholder value. Sustainability must move from PR to performance. Industry transformation demands systemic collaboration. ESG success is measured through both metrics and mindset. Leaders must balance profit and purpose, especially in legacy-heavy sectors. Innovation is essential, not optional, in high-emission industries. We begin with the power of industry collaboration. In today's interconnected global economy, no single company can solve complex sustainability challenges in isolation. Holcim's journey underscores the impact of strategic partnerships and cross-industry alliances. By working together, organizations can innovate faster, share best practices, and create sector-wide transformation. This approach enhances the collective capacity for impact while reducing individual burdens. Next, we explore metrics-driven strategy. In a world demanding transparency, robust data and sustainability metrics are essential for success. Holcim demonstrates how structured measurement frameworks, such as carbon footprint analysis and ESG reporting, can track environmental performance, identify areas for improvement, and build stakeholder trust. These metrics not only inform internal decision-making, but also communicate accountability to regulators, customers, and investors. Finally, we turn to transformational leadership. Holcim's case highlights that real change begins at the top. Leadership commitment is vital in driving sustainability integration across operations. Vision, persistence, and alignment of culture with purpose are the building blocks. Holcim shows how leaders can navigate complexity, motivate teams, and champion long-term strategic goals, even in challenging industry landscapes. Thank you for joining us for Holcim, Reimagining Cement Industry Sustainability, presented as part of the case study series in Human Resource Management by Skilled MBA. This case illustrates how sustainability can be a source of resilience, relevance, and reinvention, even in carbon-intensive industries like cement. Holcim's journey offers insight into the power of visionary leadership, quantified action, and long-term stakeholder commitment.